Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk to you about Smart Notebook 11. It's the version that we use in the district, and you may be new to Smart Notebook altogether, or it may be something that you've used for a while, but I just want to go over kind of the basics. It can be a really great tool for interactive learning and just to get the kids up and moving. So let's jump right in. There are several components of Smart Notebook that I want to start with. You have pages within Smart Notebook, and there are 5 tabs on either side. So I'm right-handed, and I prefer my kind of toolbar to be on the left when I'm looking at my computer. And I don't know, you can switch it. There's a arrow here. So either way, just wanted to give you that kind of visual talk through. So the 5 tabs. The first tab is your page sorter, and within the page sorter you will see thumbnails of all of the pages within your Smart Notebook document. You can, once you get new pages going, so I'm just going to add a couple of pages, you can rearrange them by clicking, dragging, and dropping. And that's really great because as you build a Smart Notebook presentation or just interactive lesson, you might start putting your pages in a certain order and then think, oh, I want to rearrange them. So click, drag, and drop is a quick and easy way to rearrange the pages in your notebook. Okay, so the second tab here is called the gallery. And I've got to tell you, the Smart Notebook gallery is full of great tools. You can save content into the gallery. So if you find like a image in Google search that you happen to put into Smart Notebook, you can then save it into My Content. The items that are provided are so great. They are kind of by subject category. So you can just search through the Gallery Essentials. I'm going to click on Science and Technology, and then down below you'll see kind of the subfolders within those gallery item folders. You've got pictures. I'm gonna collapse that, and then you've got interactive and multimedia. There are some sound files, there are some interactive files that move and fly in and out. There are pre-built activities having to do with various topics, and then there are some videos as well. So, you know, before we as teachers, because we're so good at this, reinvent the wagon, it's a great place to start to look here. So that's interactive multimedia. Then you've got notebook files and pages. So within this portion of the gallery, there are pre-built pages, and some of them have activities on them or graphic organizers, but all of these items are pre-built pages and just a great tool to use. So I'm going to collapse that. And then the last thing is backgrounds and themes. And a background and or theme is one that you can drag and drop onto a Smart Notebook page, and then it pulls over specific text, specific color, and then a background. So those are all of the kind of subcategories that you can find within a topic in the gallery. Another great tool is the Lesson Activity Toolkit 2.0, and this just has amazing activities in it. There are games, there are graphics. I just think about when I've taught math before, how handy it is to like have a dice that is digital and quickly accessible. So any of the items in the gallery, you can just click, drag, and drop onto the Smart Notebook page, and then while it's there, it's considered an object, and you can just drag it, you can drop it, you can resize it. You can sort your items, so if you want them to appear first, if you've got multiple layers of objects, you can put them behind or move them to the front. So you have a lot of options there. So you can see that that's an interactive item, a multimedia item from the gallery. So I would encourage you to just kind of take some time to look through the gallery. You might find some items that really work for your lessons. Okay, so we had the page sorter, the gallery. The third tab in this menu item is attachments. I really like this because when you're teaching a lesson, you don't want to have 7 different programs open with varying tools. So what you can do is you can build your lesson in Smart Notebook, and then you can attach PDFs, Word documents, PowerPoint presentation. I don't know why you do that because it's very similar to Smart Notebook. But you can attach them into your notebook file. I will tell you 2 things though. One, Smart Notebook is a huge program and it takes a while to load. When you are using Smart Notebook file with a lot of attachments, it will take that much more longer to load because it's just a big file. So the program itself is robust and it takes a little bit to open, but then when you've got a notebook file that you're trying to open that's very large in size, it will take some time. So I wouldn't just open your Smart Notebook file like a second before your lesson. I always made it a good practice to open my Smart Notebook files that I was going to use for the day first thing in the morning and just have them open. So to insert a file here, you go to Insert, and I'm just going to go Insert Copy of File, and then I can grab, and I'm just going to do a quick PDF, and there it is. So when I'm working through my presentation, I can simply go to Attachments, click on that, and it will open in the program that it's designed for. Okay, so the 4th tab is page recording, and this is amazing. I love this. So if you wanted to do an activity that you wanted to record so you could play it back, you can hit Start Recording. You can write. I'm just going to do it. Start recording. I can write all over this page, and I'm going to go back to the selector tool and then stop recording. And now I can play my recording. I really love this tool. It's one that is simple to use. It's a great benefit, especially if students are absent. You could record some items here, and then when they return, you could play them back for them. Also within this tab, if you have objects on your page, so I'm just going to draw some more. I'm going to type. If you select an object, oh, I have to go back to the selector tool. So my arrow, it's called the selector tool in Notebook. If I click on any item, which all items are called an object on a Smart Notebook page, and I'm under this tab, it's going to give me properties of that item. So I can change the fill effects, the text style, the animation, and then again it has that page recording tool here. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of like your Word or your Google Docs kind of toolbar for text and color and objects. So the properties menu is the 4th tab here. All right, the last tab, which is one of my favorite activities in Smart Notebook, is called the Activity Builder. I'm going to go back to my page sorter real quick, go to a different page. Okay, now I'm going to do the Activity Builder. The Activity Builder is one that you can use as a sorting activity. So I'm going to first add a couple of gallery items here. I'm going to put animals. Go to Pictures. Let's do... here we go. I'm just going to do a couple of fish and a mammal. Let's do another mammal. Okay, and now I'm going to do ocean. Whoops. Picture. That'll work. Okay, so back in the Activity Builder, I'm going to select this. Odd, it's not working. Well, this is interesting. It is not working for me today. Basically what you do is you click the Identify button and you identify the picture to which you're sorting the items. And then it gives you 2 boxes, items that you want to be accepted in the sort and items you want to be rejected. So what I was going to do is which of these animals would you find in the ocean? And if I were to drag the fish they would actually absorb and then not be visible anymore. if I were to have dragged the fox, it would have just rejected it and kicked it out. So this is a really fun activity if it works. I think I probably just need to do an update that I wasn't aware of. So I'll have to do that a little bit later. So those are your 5 menu items in the side menu. Just kind of some basics of using Smart Notebook. You have 2, actually 3, and I'll show you in a minute, menus at the top of your page. And again, this can be moved to the bottom, which I highly recommend if you teach primary grades, because the kids can reach the tools better, because we mount our smartboards at an adult height in most classrooms. So I keep it at the top because I always taught older students. But you can use any of these tools. The first you're going to want to know about is the add page, delete page, save, and I always make it a good habit to save as I'm working. I haven't saved this file, but just do that in case your computer goes haywire and you lose your file. You can also undo, redo, and then this is your previous page, next page tool items. If you want to write on the Smart Notebook file, you can simply just, if you're at your smartboard, pick up a pen or the eraser, and you have full interactive touch on your smartboard. If you're building a lesson on your computer and you're not at your smartboard, you can just click the pen tool, and then you've got that third menu, and it's just basically a menu that's specific to the tool that you're using. So if I click the text tool, then I've got the text menu. If I click the line tool, I've got options here. The same for the different shapes and colors. And of course, then there's the eraser, and you can change the size of the eraser you want. Within the pen tool, there are some pretty neat options. There's varying pens. You've got the pen, you've got a crayon, highlighter, creative pen, magic pen, shape recognition pen. I like the magic pen and shape recognition pen the most, and I'll show you why. So if you're up here drawing, and I am not an artist at all, I don't claim to be, it's a great joke in my classroom with my students. So I might try to draw a shape. Well, the shape recognition pen saw that as a rectangle, which is great because that's what I was trying to draw. But then it just captures that and makes it the actual shape. I will tell you, if you are using a pen at the smartboard and you're writing and you've selected that shape recognition tool pen, and you draw like an O in a word or something that might resemble a square or a rectangle, it will cause the letter that you're writing to become a shape. So just be aware of that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the magic pen, and I'm just going to write cat. And you can see the magic pen makes the text disappear. I love this tool. It blows kids' minds, and I think it's so funny. But one of my favorite ways to use this was actually for a classroom management tool. Because I teach elementary, I would just write carpet, because I had a carpet at the front of my room, and the kids knew that they had to be at the carpet, ready to learn with all of their materials before the word carpet disappeared. And it was kind of fun. So just a fun tool to use. Those are the basics, really, of Smart Notebook. There are a lot more kind of intermediate and advanced things you can do with it, but I just wanted to give you the quick basics of it so you would feel more comfortable if it's a new program to you. If you have any questions or would like further information, let me know via email, and I'd be happy to come to your classroom and help. Have a great day.